Breeding dogs and cats to have flat faces is abuse. They're suffering. Breeds that have flat faces, such as pugs, Frenchies, bulldogs, and Persians in cats, struggle to breathe and suffer more health problems related to their mouth and lungs than breeds that don't have flat faces. Their eye sockets are often too shallow, leading to their eyes to bulging out of their head and even popping out easily, sometimes even by sneezing. The shortened muzzle leaves no room for their teeth to align correctly, and they often have many dental problems due to food getting stuck in crevices of their mouths. Brachycephalic obstructive airway syndrome, BOAS, runs rampant in dogs with extremely flat faces and makes it harder for them to breathe. They have issues with their soft palate as well. Flat-faced dogs have a hard time regulating their temperature on hot days. Purposefully breeding for dogs and cats to suffer because they look cute with flat faces is wrong. Pugs snorting and snoring super loud isn't cute, they can't breathe. Persian cats' big eyeballs aren't cute, some of them can't even close their eyes completely. Breeding animals to look like that is abusive because it causes them to suffer unnecessarily. Goes for any breed that has something out of the ordinary, but yes, I agree. I'm training to be a vet, and hearing a dog snorting as they're trying to breathe is honestly quite upsetting. There are literally dogs that occasionally throw up simple because they can't breathe properly, and it's awful. I've seen this same opinion a lot, just saying. Edit, I'm saying I've seen this opinion being repeated a lot on the subreddit. In real life, yes, this is not being spoken about enough. A lot of the problems these breeds have is due to irresponsible breeding. A breeder who does it for money won't take into consideration health problems and will breed dogs who have health issues. The whole point of breeding dogs in the first place should be to better the breed and breed out health problems. There are people who breed the short-nosed dogs with a bit of a longer nose, which eliminates a lot of problems these breeds have. People that breed dogs to have an entirely flat or even inverted face to the point where they can't breathe are incredibly irresponsible. Pedigree pets often have many nasty health problems. I knew someone with a pedigree German Shepherd which had leg, spinal and intestinal problems throughout its life. It kept shitting everywhere and wasn't bright either, unusual for the breed. Pedigree is basically incestuous breeding. This shouldn't be an unpopular opinion. Completely agree. The irresponsible breeders are just going for the cute factor. Look at dachshunds too. Their backs keep getting longer and their legs shorter. Many dachshunds will die young due to severe back problems. And the squish-faced ones also often meet an early death because of the breathing issues. This Unpopular shouldn't interfere with how animals grow up. But I might be wrong. As a vet nurse, I'll never forget the first pug patient I saw. His owners were elderly and didn't take very good care of him. They overfed him, table food, and didn't give him enough exercise and consistently forgot to administer the medicines we kept sending home with them for skin, ear, and eye infections, so the infections just kept getting worse. One day their housekeeper brings the dog in as an emergency case because he's in severe respiratory distress and they don't know what to do. We did everything we could, but the dog still died in our care, and he was visibly in a lot of pain. Between all of the infections that had just been allowed to grow out of control, his obesity, and the breathing problems that tend to come with brachycephalic dogs, he didn't stand a chance. It wasn't the first time I'd seen a dog die. I'd been working in the clinic for months at that point and shit happens, but that one was just a gut punch for me. If you're going to adopt a brachycephalic dog or cat, fucking inform yourself on what actually goes into their health and care. Keep them clean. Make sure they get enough exercise. Feed them healthy foods. Don't just settle for their couch potatoes, they'll be fine. That's not healthy. Bad enough that people continue to overbreed these types, worse that they just sell them to people who refuse to properly fucking care for them, and the health problems get worse as a result. Same breeding dogs to be too small or too big. It's not natural and not healthy. Holy crap, I misread that title. I thought people actually crossbreed cat and dogs. My dog was a Boston Terrier bred with a pug, and I'd say it's a step forward for her. She has the coloration of a pug with an elongated snout, so she has been able to avoid any breathing problems. Adopt Huskies. There's a lot of them, they need good homes, many are abandoned, and they are one of the sweetest breeds. Most people just can't stand the energy. Frenchies and other breeds can't even give birth. They have to have C-sections. Crazy. Same with rabbits. It's very hard for flat-faced critters to breathe. This isn't unpopular, NGL. Thanks for telling me this. I have a pug and this is new to me. Adopt, don't shop. This isn't an unpopular opinion. It's a little known fact. FFS, the subreddit is full of shit like this. People have been doing something similar with horses to make them look like cartoon horses. https://www. Google.com/search, Q equals breeding plus horses plus to plus looking plus like plus cartoons plus wern plus vets and RLZ equals 1C1 and DCM / NUS 870 US 870 and SXSRF equals ASIB 0 OB0 SCVFKZDT 68 Q6 KR1A now ZTDA 1576868531985 and source equals LNMS and TBM equals ISH and SA equals X and VED equals 2 IUKW 7 GNOF9 CTM IUMKWKHTDGC5MQ /_AUOAXOECAOQ and B equals 1366 and BIH equals 625 hashtag IMGRC equals 0 IDRC IKE 1 ZHM https://www. Google.com/search, Q equals breeding plus horses plus to plus looking plus like plus cartoons plus wern plus vets and RLZ equals 1C1 and DCM _NUS 870 US 870 and SXSRF equals ASIB 0 OB0 SCVFKZDT 68 Q6 KR1A now ZTDA 1576868531985 and source equals LNMS and TBM equals ISH and SA equals X and VED equals 2 IUKW 7 GNOF9 CTM IUMKWKHTDGC5MQ _AUOAXOECAOQ and B equals 1366 and BIH equals 625 hashtag IMGRC equals 0 IDRC IKE 1 ZHM. I really never considered this. Agreed. I'm sorry, I read it as flat feces and wondered what the hell else was going on in the dog breeding world that I don't know about. I agree either way. Pugs are only alive because we keep them alive. My neighbors have only ever had pugs, and they're nice dogs, but I feel confident that before I die they will come out with pug CPAP machines, yet it should be illegal. It's straight up animal abuse. The entire breeding industry is fucked. Basically it's heavily tied in with the dog show industry and it's all based on preserving specific characteristics of certain breeds. You look at the pug in 1915 and it's a totally different animal. Face, tail, longer legs, less girth. We've interbred them to hell. They're basically the killers from Wrong Turn. Another example is the King Charles Spaniel Cavalier. They're ugly beady-eyed fucks. The breed was invented in the 1930s and during the bombing of Britain, most of their stock was lost. The breeders being breeders said fuck it. My friend had to get 3. The first had fatal organ failure. The second's brain grew too large for its skull and thus had seizures. The third has severe anxiety and ADHD. ITLL stare at shadows and light reflecting on floors for hours. The breed is highly unintelligent on top of that. Meanwhile, the breeding industry put all its weight into harassing people who mix breed. Look at what happened with Labradoodles. Every couple of months you get a huge smear campaign of them on social media. But anyway, I work with rescues and half the dogs I work with are mixed breed dogs who are super healthy but discarded because they're not pure enough.